I'm the Elephant King!
Yes.
Can I get a sound check? Sound check. What's up, everyone? Welcome. What's up?
Are we on?
Nico, Nick, Linda, how you doing?
Hey.
I'm just making sure you get a sound check. I'm just turn up your mic a little bit. Boom. All right, guys. Welcome to another episode of Kidder's Comedy Corner, where these three comedians and myself bring a whole hell of a lot of laughter into your life for 2 hours. Guys, welcome.
We signed up for 2 hours.
Yeah, you did. You did all the way, buddy. All right. My first guest is a star of the stage, the screen, and trolls the internet with literally dozens of names, and is an incredible dancer, self-proclaimed, Mr. Nick Enee. What's up, buddy?
Woo!
Woo!
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
And I didn't even say that dancing part. You added that. So that's good.
Guys, in this corner, weighing in at a... See that? That's my crackling. Hailing all the way from Portland, Oregon, the champion of serving in the Army with 2,000 men, now entertains veterans at VA facilities all over and under any bridge. Linda Marcus Smith, how you doing?
Hey, doing great. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for being here tonight. All right.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. My pleasure. This next comic has been a joke all his life. And so he finally decided to start telling them to strangers. He's the creator of the Facebook group Displaced Comedians, connecting isolated verbalists around the globe. He's been told he's happily married, and he's fathered all 3 of his children. Great job, buddy. And he's excited to tell you embarrassing stories. Mr. Niko Lukoff. What's up, buddy?
Woo, everybody.
Woo, woo. Guys, welcome. Guys, I'm your host, Chris Kidder. My last name says it all. Thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time here, please scroll down, hit subscribe, like this video. If it's your second, third, or 24th week being here, I love you even more. Thank you for being here, guys. All right. If you haven't been here before, 2 of my guests haven't. I'm going to explain the show. This is a little fun talk show and game show. So we're going to have some funny questions. We're also going to do some rounds of pulp culture trivia. Now, Linda, Nico, Nick, I'm sorry, I don't have any gifts for you tonight, but what you do earn if you win the trivia is bragging rights. So feel free to go and roast the other comedians online all week. and you know what? I might have some championship rounds for the winners in the future when we have other gifts or something. Maybe we'll have something in the future. I don't know. We're still figuring this out every week, right?
You should order one of these waterproof phone packages from Amazon. They come in a 4-pack.
There you go. That's a great idea. If you guys have any good ideas, let me know.
One of those when we win. Got it.
When we do our rounds of trivia, if you haven't been here before, you might be watching on YouTube Live. You might be watching on Facebook Live or Twitch. Make sure you try to beat everyone else with your answer if you know the answers to the trivia questions. So thank you. We're going to move on. Or we're going to start. Let's see. All right.
Your newsboy hat.
Thank you very much. I found this in Denver, Colorado. I went there. It was the only thing I left with. Well, besides my clothes. I was wearing my clothes too. But all right. So last week we had a word game. It was a punny dog game, right? So it was...
True.
True. So the example was, you had to name a
I
pun.
already?
No. This was for the audience. So they had to list a funny pun dog name. An example was like Winnie the Pooch or Mutt Damon. I just wanted to shout out Aaron Marsh. He had Crystal Bernard Shepherd, and then Elizabeth Newell had Iron Noodle. Odd.
Wow.
Odd, but I liked it. This week's game is punny food and weather. So an example would be spaghetti and sleet balls. It would be cast over steak or a cast iron snowflake. So those are examples. If you want to leave a pun, food, or weather thing in the chat, please do. It'll be a lot of fun, and you get a chance to get a shout out in the next episode next Thursday. All right. Guys.
Can I go to the chat?
Where's the chat? How do am I aware of this?
I want to leave.
If you have multiple devices, feel free to jump in chat. The chat would be on the YouTube channel.
And make sure to put your audio all the way up and leave your mic on your computer on.
Let's not do that. I don't want any feedback. All right. All right, so we're going to start with intros. I want to start with ladies first, Linda. Let's hear your entire life in 30 seconds or less.
Okay. Born and raised to Holocaust survivors. Boy, don't do that, you guys. Don't be born into a Holocaust. And got sent to the principal more times than I can count. And always wanted to do comedy. Started doing comedy because I guess I aborted the wrong child. My daughter doesn't talk to me.
Awesome. How about you, Nick?
Oh man, I don't know how I could follow that up. I haven't aborted like anybody. Maybe I was the one who should have been aborted. Oh man.
You just
Is
Is
did
that
it.
the question we're answering right now? I don't
No,
think that's...
no, it's your life in 30 seconds or less.
It's been rough. If I would have been aborted, man, probably be no Hitler. Okay, hold on. Back
Wow.
up. I was just, regular guy. Fuck, man. I'm just a big loser.
Oh,
Just go to the next person.
stop it. Nico, how about you, buddy?
Well, I was raised in the only Jewish household that had no humor.
Wow. Okay.
Part of my opening bit I typically still do. Yeah, I'm 38. I got in trouble in high school. Got shipped away for a few years. Kind of weird.
Like military school?
No, one of those wilderness programs, like you hike around and shit, like when you're a little shithead, and like a bunch of other programs that are like that. And met my wife, got married, and been together for about 60 years now, and enjoy telling jokes on the internet to weirdos.
Would you marry a dog? It's like 7 years for everyone.
No, I just can't count.
Wonderful. All right, guys, we're going to start with our first serious question. And I am going to start again with you, Linda. So first serious question. We want to get to know Linda a little more. What was your favorite childhood toy and why?
I had to have a bone taken out of my leg, and my mother brought me a stuffed animal, and I called it Sawbones, and it was my favorite toy.
Sawbones. Well, what kind of, you said it was a stuffed animal?
Uh-huh.
What was it, a dog?
It was a little beagle.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I like the name Sawbones. I mean, that's different.
Creative
yeah.
for like a fifth grader.
Absolutely. How about you, Nick? Favorite childhood toy, bro?
Probably my dick.
Touche.
And actually, coincidentally, it's still also a favorite of mine. But
Yeah.
also, I used to really like to make like swords out of stuff, So I'd like make swords out of like my dick. No, I don't know.
I think a lot of us did that, bro.
Are we just
No, I
gonna talk
did.
about my dick? Is this whole show about my dick? I don't know.
It's not a kid-friendly show, so you be you, bro.
Okay, that's my final answer.
That's
then.
his
Did I
running.
get it
That's
right?
that's the running show theme. Nick's dick. All right. How about you, Nico?
I try not to beat a dead dick, but like my favorite childhood toy was Nick's dick. Also, that was kind of
Yes, I remember that.
like it's kind of weird. It's
So
like
good.
awkward now. Or my
Alright,
Donatello Ninja Turtle. I'm not sure. It's kind of a toss up.
Oh, I like the Donatello too. Donatello, man, he was the smart one.
Were you guys Donatello guys? I was a Michelangelo. It was a party thing.
Yeah.
Like I was a part. Did you guys think Raphael was an asshole? Right?
He was rude. What they say
Yeah.
in the song?
Yeah, he was rude.
Yeah, yeah.
And he had a stupid weapon. Like he had these like some poker.
The
weapons
sai,
that he
the
used
sai,
in
yeah.
kids
You
show.
can like block
Yeah.
anything though. It's pretty cool. I don't know.
You guys
I
better
know I
start
liked him
talking
more
about
than I did as a
something I
kid.
know, or I'm going to start talking about abortions again.
Master Splinter, Linda. Master Splinter?
That's Nick.
You know about only half of the Ninja Turtles? Like you know about just Splinter?
No, I don't know Jack Diddley about it.
I'm 39, so I'll probably in the same. I probably have the same toys as Nico. We both just played with my dick.
If your parents let you get toys, we didn't have those growing up.
I want to give Kimberly Granados a shout out. What's up, Brandon Taylor? How you doing, buddy? Jimmy Sai says Chris Kidder 2020. You'll never
I-
you'll never find me in politics, brother, but I really appreciate it. And he said, and Jimmy also said, Linda is funny. So he
Oh,
already likes
thank
you.
you.
Already have a fan on the show.
Awesome.
All right. Next serious question. Let's start with you, Niko, this time. If you had to torture someone with one song over and over and over again, which song would you choose, buddy?
It's a small world after all.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
I would say the name and game over. They're gonna tell me anything that I need to know.
I would throw in the towel immediately, dude. I hate that song so much. My wife's favorite ride at Disneyland. That's her favorite ride, and it drives me bonkers every time. And every time we go, last time we went, it was closed, and I was like, yeah! I was so excited, dude. I was so excited.
And it's the only ride there that like the ride is exactly as long as the line.
Yeah. You're right.
Hours.
Hour to get in, hour to get out. How about you, Linda?
The song that goes, "We gotta get out of this place," and that's how I feel about every single place I've ever lived.
Because you say you move around a lot, right?
A lot.
Do you even know how many places you've lived? Like, is it?
Oh no, I can't count that high. I left one night in the middle of the night to avoid paying rent. I mean, like I was
Wow.
a single mother on a shoestring budget. I have had bum landlords to escape from, you name it. Everything has happened.
Wow.
But now I'm stable. It's just my internet that's not.
How many states?
Oh, that I've lived in. Let's see, Oregon, Washington, California, Florida, New York,
Nevada.
New Jersey, Philadelphia. About 18.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nevada, right? You're in Nevada now.
Now Nevada, and there's no sin here. I got here. They shut down the sin.
Shut down the sin. They might still have some sin up in Reno.
True.
How about you, Nick?
So I kind of like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but they have one song that I just cannot stand, and whenever it comes on the radio, I throw up. It's the Roller Coaster of Love. I hate that song. It's just this droning like chorus that goes over and over and over again, and it's like probably a third of the Red Hot Chili Pepper songs sound exactly the same, and Roller Coaster of Love is like the template. It's just like dun, 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 and it's just that's it. That's the whole song, like 5,000 times. I just want to fucking
Yeah.
I hate it. Oh, it's so horrible.
Well, hopefully you'll go to bed singing it all night.
I'm not like a music
all the songs you're gonna
educator or
play
something.
for us.
I feel like if you knew more about music, you could tell me why there's something wrong with that song. I know there's something really wrong with that. I just don't.
I think it's repetitive. Like I've heard this song many times. It's a very repetitive song. Like there's not much to it. A lot of songs have they have the lyrics and they go in the chorus, but there's a music change. Like there's either a key change or a beat change. Like there's something about it that changes. That song isn't. It's the same all the way through. And there's other songs that are like that too.
Yeah, it's really like the song in the waiting room to hell, right?
Yeah.
You really think about it?
If you're watching the show and you want to tell us the worst song to be used as torture, let us know in the chat box. If you're just tuning in, jump in the chat box below. We're going to start with our first round of trivia. Every round is 5 questions. They're very short rounds. Your name is your buzzard. If you know the answer, don't shout it out because no one will get a point and everyone will get mad at you. I won't because I'm not getting points. But we're going to start. Now, these questions, I try to mix it up. There's easy questions. There's hard questions. But they span from the 80s to the current, all pop culture, music, movies, TV, just general, whatever. All right. So
Well, there goes my odds.
Here we go. We're going to start. The video to which song by a South Korean musician became an internet sensation in 2012?
Linda.
Go for it, Linda.
What was the question?
But
Get
is
nervous.
this fair? Is this
I'm
rigged?
old.
It
I'm
is.
old.
The video to which song by a South Korean musician became an internet sensation in 2012?
She bangs.
No,
Oh.
she bangs. No. What'd you
What?
say, Nick?
Linda.
Yeah, you didn't say your name.
Linda.
It doesn't matter. That's not the answer. How about,
Nico.
go for it, Nico.
Oh, I've got no idea. No idea. But all I'm thinking about is what does the Fox Say song from some years ago? I don't even know how many
Oh,
years
that's
ago
a
it
good
was.
song.
I just started thinking about that. I
What
know
does
it's
the
wrong.
fox say? Actually, that song might be the most annoying for torture.
That probably
Yeah.
could have
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, oh God, no. All right.
No, that's a different one. It's like, what? Wait, hey, did anybody ever find out?
I don't think
It's like a
so.
meow, or is it okay? One day, scientists will discover the fox's voice.
So no one knows the answer to this question, correct? All
Wait,
right.
Is it Gangnam Style? Did she say? Isn't that?
It is Gangnam
Yeah.
Style.
It is Gangnam.
I thought she said it. Like I heard her start saying. She was like, gang, 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 gang.
I didn't hear you say that.
I was gagging on your dick.
Ah, that's weird. Oh, okay. You in the same room as me? Look, I'll turn my computer around. She's actually on the couch right now.
The first person to gag on a straw.
We're doing some stuff under the table.
All right. So Linda, did you say Gangnam Style or was that Nick? 'Cause I thought I
Nick.
heard Nick say that. Yeah.
That was Nick.
Yeah.
All right, Nick.
Well,
It's the
I'll
scoreboard.
just-
All right.
I'll take it.
All
I'll
right.
take it. Thank you.
Next question. What were Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez known as collectively?
Linda.
Go for it, Linda.
Benifer.
It was Bennifer. Linda hits the scoreboard. Boom. All right. What 1990 movie was directed by Martin Scorsese and starred Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, and Joe Pesci?
Nico.
Go for it, Nico.
Goodfellas.
Everyone's on the scoreboard. Yeah. All right. Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder had a U.S. #1 hit single in 1982 with which song?
Linda.
Go for it, Linda. Linda.
It was Nico.
All right.
Oh,
Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder had a U.S. #1 hit single in 1982 with which song?
who let the dogs out? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Nick?
Go for it, Nick.
No, that's a band. I was thinking Wings, but that's like a band, right?
I think that's a
don't know.
band. I was going to give you a hint, but I can't because if I sing it, then I'll give away the answer.
I don't think any of us.
You might. I know the song. Ebony and Ivory.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Are you singing for us? Is that what you
Can you
said?
sing it?
I was
Yeah,
going to say
cool.
Ebony, Ivory, lost in a perfect harmony. I don't, like, that's the only part I know.
I feel like the name is better than the song on that one.
Yeah. I enjoyed that song when I was younger, and now I'm in an interracial relationship. I don't know. Like, I had some...
They came up with the name and they were like, this is a great name. They really should have thought of the song a little harder.
Is it about interracial or is it about a piano keys?
Oh,
Or is it about
that's a good
butts?
question, baby.
Okay.
All right. Last question of the round. In Back to the Future, what type of car does the Doc use to build himself a time
Okay.
machine?
Linda.
Go for it, Linda.
I said Nick.
DeLorean.
It's a DeLorean. All right, guys. You need to let me finish the question first. So
Aw.
when I finished the question, I heard Linda's name first. That's why I called on Linda. So
All right.
I know.
These rules.
I know. That's the last rule, Nick. That's the last rule. Okay. Sorry. All right. That's the first round. All right. Going to our next serious question. We're going to start with you, Nick, this time. Funniest and or worst airline experience?
God.
If you have
I
one.
think- I like riding on airplanes, honestly. But I probably won't ride on Spirit anymore. Just because you know how Spirit is. Like, I thought it was bad because people were like, oh, you have to pay for everything. And then the kind of the factor for me was that you couldn't put the seat back. I
Yes.
was like, I never realized. yeah, like I never realized how much like 2 inches really made a difference in my life. You know? It's really important though, 2 inches.
No, you didn't say that.
No,
No.
I was curious about that. If you would say Spirit Airlines, because I never went on Spirit Airlines. I've heard nothing but horrible things until back in June. My family had a reunion, so I figured I'd go solo, and I found a ticket for, I think it was $108 to go to Texas round trip, and it was Spirit Airlines. Everyone else was like $250 more. And I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm going to pay for the experience. I'm a comedian. I'll pay for the experience and see if I can get any comedy out of it. Honestly, like they do nickel and dime you. So I did end up paying more money. Like I think an extra $75 before the trip was over. But the seats, I noticed the seats are like a plastic molded, like you can see the plastic. It's solid. It doesn't lean back at all. And you know what I paid for?
You have to pay. Yeah.
Well, I took a small bag, so I didn't pay any upcharge on the luggage. But what I did pay for, which was worth it, is I paid for the emergency row.
Oh, nice.
So that
the guy next to me was sitting on a bucket. It was like he didn't even pay enough. He was just like.
He didn't get the seat. He just got the bucket.
Chris, you paid
He
extra
was
money
sitting,
to have
sitting
to
on one of those buckets you drum on. I was like, dude, at least I upgraded.
Exactly. What'd you say, Nico?
I said you paid extra money to have to do more work later, potentially.
I know, and on that airline, the odds are higher, I'm sure. You know? Dude, I'm 6 foot. Like I found out their leg space is like 2 or 3 inches smaller than the average airplane. So I'm like, you know, airplanes are tight already. I'll pay $27 both ways for the emergency row. And I had so much leg space.
Start like stacking.
You're gonna start what?
Start stacking seats. They're gonna start like stacking seats. Like
Hopefully.
Like everyone's gonna have to start sitting like 69 style, like that. Like, right? I think that's what they're gonna start doing. I saw that. I read that. It was on in the Washington Post.
How about you, Nico?
So first of all, so Nick was saying, actually, I lived in Samoa for a little over a year, and on the buses, there isn't enough room for everybody, so people would actually sit on each other's laps. People like know you. It was like you sit like on their knee, like in that, like so you're not right on there, but like it was still a little weird when some like when that happens. That was a little awkward. That was not an airplane experience though. I think the weirdest and kind of fun time was pretty close to when the pandemic stuff hit. I was flying back, I think it was from Seattle, and the person next to me came on was what the fuck am I? A pilot. A pilot came on who was just like going home. So he sat next to me, and so of course I spent like an hour and a half just asking him stupid, boring questions that like I'm sure everybody else asks, like how dirty are airplanes really? And he's like, it's so disgusting. Like no one cleans anything. And I'm like, okay. I noticed also his phone was like still on the internet. He was fucking around with it when they're like, hey, get off the internet. I'm like, dude, no one ever gets off the internet, right? And he's like, no, we just tell you that so we get better Wi-Fi or we get better connection. So just had a good time shooting the shit with this pilot who will be unnamed.
That's awesome, dude.
This one.
How about you, Linda?
Do I have to have been in the plane, or can it be about a plane?
No. It'd be whatever you want. This is your show.
My favorite. Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened.
That's okay.
We can just move sides whenever we want.
No, it's because she jumped off and then came back in, so it moved her.
Yeah, I told you it's unstable. I'm not. So, in 1958, picture this: Portland, Oregon, 1958. Get your DeLorean and go back in time. So, I'm at the Portland airport waiting for my great aunt, who I've never met before, coming over from East Germany. Don't ask me how she got out. I don't know. Don't want to know. So we're sitting there at the Portland airport waiting for her plane, and it never comes. It comes. She's not in it. she speaks no English. So we're trying to fact find where the hell is Tanta Berta. Tanta means aunt.
Okay.
So we're trying to figure out where the hell is Tanta Berta. Finally,
It was just a get
we
together.
What's that?
Nothing. No, my phone started ringing.
That's
Oh.
the FBI.
Yeah, my ringer
Finally.
was on. Sorry.
Finally, another plane comes. Tanta Berta gets off of it somehow. Somebody explains to us. She had been given instructions, explicit German instructions, to get off at the first stop, which was supposed to be Portland, Oregon, but they didn't have enough gas on the plane, and they had to stop in Baltimore to get gas. So she was in Baltimore while we were waiting for her. I love this story. I don't care. Funny.
Well, it's great.
I thought that's how your family ended up in Baltimore.
Yeah.
That's why you're from Baltimore.
Florida is what I heard.
Been an Oriole fan ever since.
Is that your team?
No, I'm kidding.
Oreo.
I just did that for the show.
Oreo?
Oh, Orioles.
I'm an Oreo fan.
Awesome, guys. Well, we're going to go to Linda's clip. Linda, do you know where this comedy clip's at?
Yes, this is called the Mingle Lounge in Portland, Oregon. It's an urban crowd, which is what they used to call it's all black people.
Yep.
And it's all totally renovated. It's the most ultra modern lounge in all of Portland. They got swing sets at the bar. They've got,
Wow.
oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. And the people are so woke and dope and hip, and they come there to laugh. It's such a great crowd.
Yeah. No, this is awesome. I love this comedy clip. So here we go. Guys, this is Linda Marcus Smith. Check her out.
I've been in a long-term relationship with Mr. Notes.
Okay.
Cliff Notes.
Okay.
You're welcome. You guys like to talk. Talk to me. What's going on, Portland? What's up?
So,
I know this lady over here likes to talk. You in the white tank top, very cute. I know you get your clothes at Forever 21.
oh Lord, hold on.
Right?
I don't know where this is going.
There, but they're looking at me and they're like, "You're paying triple, bitch." I ain't paying triple. I'm Jewish.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's the wrong half. Dad, he taught me to lie, cheat, and steal. You know, because that's what we do. You're laughing too hard. I'm in judge. Finally, I'm in charge of a good list. But yeah, my dad taught me to lie, cheat, and steal. And then I gave it up for Lent or something because my mom was Christian. I was so messed up. But when I was lying all the time, you know, my mom was Christian, so I could forgive myself. So what the heck? I was winning all over the place. So I'm getting older. Anybody else? Yeah.
You know what?
Fun getting older. You know, the young guys, they get up on stage and they'll say, "I'm getting older." I'm like, I'm fucking winning at this. Come on. I'm getting older, and it's really cool because you get out of jury duty. They're like, no, thanks. And I forget who I'm going home with, and my teeth come out at night. You're welcome.
I love your honesty.
Angela's getting sick to his stomach. You know, really, you guys are the best group. You're the best club. I love it in here so much. Oh my God, every time I get humbled to my knees. When you get older, just get ready for it. Words change. You know, like anything. Just, I used to be able to go in and ask for a cup of coffee, and now they got words for it. Like, I don't know how to do this. It's just some Boyds or farmers or something. I don't know. Give me something brown in a mug. I don't care. You know, I have to learn a new language. I go to Starbucks. Do you know the only thing I recognize at Starbucks is a Chiquita banana? It's really weird. They don't have banana hammocks, and that's a whole health thing. Just kidding. I'm on a roll because I had 2 drinks, and I don't really give a fuck. mind fuck. I was celebrating, now I forgot what I'm celebrating. But I was in the military in the 70s. Anybody else a baby killer? I'm kidding, I had an abortion.
On.
We are back. Guys, that was Linda Marcus Smith. Wonderful job, Linda. Yay.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
I love it. I love her dark joke, her dark humor. And she has a really beautiful smile, too, while she's doing it. Awesome, guys. All right, so here we go. We're going into our next segment. We're going to start with another serious question. I'm going to start with you, Linda.
Okay.
Which outdated technology do you wish we could bring back?
That little thing that my grandmother used to use on her table, her dining room table, it was like magic. She would take it and go across the table and it would pick up all the crumbs. It was like
a dustbuster?
Yeah, it was like a square thing, about 3 inches square, plastic, and it had a roller brush in it, and you pushed it across the table, and it would pick up crumbs.
Oh my God, dude, I remember that. Like, I think I had an aunt who had one of those, and I remember just looking at it like, how does this thing work? I was a kid, and I was like, I didn't understand that.
It's so amazing. I would sit there and look at it and go, somebody really smart thought this up, you know?
But you're right. Like, I haven't seen that around. I haven't seen that around since I was a kid, actually. So
Is that like
now
those?
they've ruined it with electric ones.
yeah, there's all kinds of.
Ones that turn on a dime. And
What was that, Nico?
Is that like the ones you see that like are used at stores? I used to work at Radio Shack. We had one like you'd sweep up and kind of like roll it across the floor, like a bigger one that was like a vacuum kind of, but like you just push and like pick stuff up.
Yeah, it was like it had like a big square thing on a end of a broom brush.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes.
It's like a vacuum. It was like magic, right? Like no one knew how that thing worked. It used some sort of like meteorite that they found one time, and now they can't make them anymore. Like
alien technology.
It wore out, right? Like the magic wore out or something. Now we can't have it.
Now we can't find
where
them.
did this stuff even go? Like the stuff just disappeared. It just got sucked up in the void.
it's like our socks in the washing machine.
It's all gonna fall out. There's gonna be a bunch of crumbs from the 50s falling out like in the year 2023 or something. It's gonna just like, where did all this stuff come from? And that meteorite vacuum.
People are worried about global warming. They need to get themselves in check because when those crumbs start falling.
You know where all those magic brooms are? Is they're probably sitting in one of those dumps with all those computers and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? The ones, there's like
all the CRT monitors.
Yeah, the old Atari, not Atari, but the old like video arcade games are all piled up in mountains. Trash. How about you, Nick?
Headrooms on all of them.
How about you, Nick? What technology? It was something you would like to bring back.
I would really like to bring back rejection, like verbal rejection.
Like have it be PC for us to do it.
Yeah, like people being able to like reject each other without just disappearing. I want to bring that. I feel like that technology is lost. And now we just disappear. Like, you know, it's like, hey, weren't we supposed to go out on Thursday? And then they're just gone forever. And it's like, oh yeah, we lost that technology.
Yeah, I think
I really need that back.
Oh, Norman Lasers watching in the audience. He said it was called a carpet sweeper.
Oh yeah.
Newfangled technology.
Thank you.
I just remember you could hear the rollers inside that thing going.
Am I the only single person? Are you guys?
I'm single.
I mean, I'm single 9 to 5.
Right. Yeah, I don't see the ring on you right now. Don't you normally wear the ring on your eyebrow? Oh.
How about you, Nico?
Is that why you're wearing the Trojan shirt?
I'm a Trojan fan, baby. When it matters, when they're doing well. No, I went to school there. You know, so I love and I'm really into scandals. How about you, Nico?
How much money did your parents pay for you to go to USC?
I'm still paying. I paid my own way, and I'm still paying. Still paying.
I think something we should bring back. It's like kind of like along Nick's thing, not exactly technology, but late fees. Because there's no late fees anymore. There's no accountability for shit. Like you used to like be like, I gotta get the movie back, rewind
Like
it.
a Blockbuster late fees.
Yeah, get it back. Like, how are you gonna deal with like reality? I guess the closest now is like when you cancel an Uber and they charge you like $5, but like that's like the closest thing now. It's like Netflix or you know, GameFly. They send you the games. You're only like you keep the game for as long as you want. You just don't get another one.
Yeah.
There's like no accountability. No like, you fucked up. Here's your deal.
Dude, Nico, I don't Uber that much. But I had one experience where I canceled. So the guy, I was over by the Grove, it's a mall here in Southern California. And I hailed an Uber.
Yeah.
And you can see the map and you can see where they are. The dude drove by me. I waved at him. He drove around the block. I don't think he saw me, but I could see where he was going, and he was like getting further away. I'm like, dude. And then I called him. He's like, where are you? And I was like, I waved at you. You went right by me. He's like, okay, I'm coming. And then he started going the wrong way. So I canceled the Uber. I'm like, F this dude. I'm going to get a different one. So I canceled it. I got charged $5. I was like, what the hell? And then I ordered another one. Guess who showed up? That dude.
Did he act like he'd never seen you before,
Dude,
too?
oh
He's
my,
like,
yeah, dude. I was so mad.
My friend.
My friend.
Another $5, hey.
All right,
I
next
can do this all night.
next round. Next round of trivia. Are you guys ready? Your name is your buzzard. Say your name if you know the answer.
after you're done with the question.
After I complete the question. No more rules. Who was automatically your first friend on MySpace?
Nico.
Go for it, Nico.
Tom.
It was Tom. What was his full name? I'm not gonna...
Tom Space.
I didn't know. No, it was Tom Anderson, but Tom. You don't remember your friends' last names. You don't remember your friends' last names, yeah.
That's why it was called MySpace.
Yeah.
Tom Space.
All right.
I never knew that. It all makes sense now.
I don't have space for this trivia.
Mr. and Mrs. Space.
All right, next question. Who played the role of Steve Rogers in the 2011 superhero film Captain America: The First Avenger? Who played Captain America?
Nico.
Go for it, Nico.
I probably got the other guy. Probably got messed up. Chris Hemsworth. I got him flipped, didn't I?
Oh,
It's not
Damn
Chris.
it.
what's his name?
Pauly Shore. I'm sorry. I didn't say my name.
No, but that would make
Pauly.
for a totally different movie. Pauly Shore in Captain America.
Is it Nick?
Go for it, Nick.
Was it Jim Carrey?
No, but that would make for another really weird Captain America. The answer we're looking for is Chris Evans.
I knew it. Oh, I didn't know that.
Chris Evans, yes. All right. What popular video game simulated playing a guitar?
Nick.
Nico.
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero, yes, sir. All right.
That was fun.
Rap was just becoming well known in the 90s. Which artist had the first #1 rap single?
Linda.
Go for it, Linda.
Snoop Dogg.
I think he was
Dr.
still wearing
Dre.
diapers.
Oh, Lil Bow Wow.
Nick.
I don't know.
Lil Bow Wow was definitely in diapers in the early 90s. Go for it, Nick.
Oh, are you talking about early 90s?
Yeah.
Didn't rap start? Didn't like Blondie or somebody start rap in the 70s or something like
I
that?
don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Blondie? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
We are not good at this.
I'm going to go repeat that. And someone asked me, where did rap start? I think it was Blondie.
Go real far. Yeah, it was like, and he drove a car and it went real fast and then it did that. And she was like the first rapper. I'm not even making that up. Anyway,
I know you're not.
I don't know the answer. So like Tupac.
Rap was
Nobody's
just
questioning
become
your
rap Rap was just becoming well known in the 90s. Which artist had the first #1 rap single? The answer I'm looking for is
Oh,
Vagina?
Madonna. What was that, Linda?
I don't know. I thought you started saying the letter V, so I don't have an answer with a V.
Okay, the answer I'm looking for is Vanilla Ice.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was Vanilla
When you
Ice.
said, well, I thought that, but I just didn't imagine he was the first one to.
No, there was a lot of artists at that time starting to hit the billboards. He was the first one to hit #1 in the 90s with a rap song.
Fucking usurping.
Ninja,
What
rap.
is it? Using black culture, like to get ahead. Come on.
I know.
That's what we're talking about. Like
So he was like the Rachel Dolezal of rapping.
And then he stole the music from Queen.
Does anybody ever compare Vanilla Ice to Elvis? Because I just did.
No.
But he does.
All right.
Do the same thing, those two.
All right, here we go. Last question of the round.
Probably in hell listening to Roller Coaster of Love.
Roller coaster. All right. In which 1980 film does Jack Nicholson play the part of an aspiring writer and recovering alcoholic Jack Torrance who takes a job as a caretaker of the Overlook Hotel?
Nico,
Go for it, Nico.
The Shining.
It is The Shining.
The cover of my Facebook group is a picture from that.
Wow.
Nice. Don't hate me. That's a movie I've never seen. Like I love movies. I'm a movie buff.
Oh, that's a great movie.
But that's a movie. Is it? Because I can still watch it. I think it's on Amazon Prime, and I should check it out. What about the Sleep
so
Doctor?
creepy.
That's like the sequel, isn't it? Is that any good?
I've heard that one is like shitty. That's what I.
Yeah. Because the trailer made it look good, and I was like, oh, well, I don't want to watch that unless I go back and watch The Shining. So I need to go
I
back.
mean, the Sleep Doctor. You think they could have thought a little bit harder about that title?
With the title, yeah. The title is so important, I think, for horror films, dude.
How much money did they spend on that movie? And they stuck with Sleep Doctor? Really? How many meetings?
Four comics getting offended by the titles of old movies.
They're not
Yes.
trying hard enough. Put the work in.
Jimmy Sai said Little Bow Wow 2020. I like your answer, Jimmy. Great. He's gonna vote everyone for 2020. I think we're straight out of options, so any option right now is probably better. All right. Next serious question. We're gonna start with you, Nico, this time. If the Hunger Games was real,
It's not?
if the Hunger Games was real, how would you survive, and what would be your weapon of choice?
So the honest answer was we try to let everybody kill each other and just like back off and let everybody go do their things. But I'm just thinking hunger. So I'm just going to leave out little snacks and I'm going to position them in places where I know opposing forces are, and they're going to go out and find these snacks and kill each other over them, and I'm going to take their snacks. And then we'll take over the capital.
That's a fun answer. Have you seen Hunger Games? Oh, you have, yeah. Trying to do the whistle. How about you, Linda?
What was the question?
If Hunger Games was real, how would you survive, and what would be your weapon of choice? Do you know? Have you seen the movie? It's like a battle royale. No. They're like in a dome, and they're kids, and they have to survive. Last person standing wins, but they have to battle to the death. And there's weapons all over the place that they can find and choose from.
And what would my weapon of choice be? Is that the question?
Yeah. How would you survive, and what would be your weapon? If it was you versus like 39 other people.
Every time I told a joke and made them laugh, they had to give me something to eat.
Your weapon has so many rules.
Don't kill me. You have to give me food. I made you laugh. Ah.
We had a deal. Stop hacking at me. Yeah. How about you, Nick?
You know the rules. Well, I was gonna go along those lines and say that I would use sarcasm, but I think that instead of like, you know, I think I'm probably gonna go with one of those like hand blenders that you have to stick with one hand. So I'll like chase everyone around like my hand blender, the manual one, you know, that you have to wind, you know, and I get them caught in it, or
Well, that's scary enough. They'd probably think you're just freaking psycho. Want to stay.
one guy like that. You only need to do one guy, and everybody else fucking.
They'll tell each other about it.
Yeah, they're like, don't, man. You know, he has to get really close to you, but if he does, man.
But what if he's got one of those old broom sweeper things and starts hitting it like
It's war, yeah.
taking you out?
The carpet sweeper versus the hand blender.
Carpet sweeper. Yeah. You're like, oh shit, where's the suction coming from?
That is a funny answer. All right.
Oh God.
Next round of trivia. Are you ready?
Woo!
All right, here we go. Who won the Grammy in 1994 for Record of the Year?
Linda.
Go for it, Linda.
Whitney freaking Houston. I don't know.
You're so close, but no. It is a female artist. Go for it, Nick.
Whitney Houston.
Man, you got it. Points for Nick.
Yes. Yes, I knew freaking wasn't in there.
Do you have a guess, Nico?
Mariah Carey.
No. All right.
Britney Spears.
No idea.
Britney Spears. I think she was in diapers too at that time. See, everyone's into diapers. No. Who won the Grammy in '94 for Record of the Year? The answer is Sheryl Crow with All I Wanna Do Is Have Some Fun. Yeah. I can't sing.
Just like that.
Okay. Whose birth certificate became an obsession for conspiracy theorists?
Nick.
Go for it, Nick.
Barack Obama.
It is Barack. Barack Obama. The
Mine.
2015 film Creed is an installment for what popular movie series?
Nick.
Go for it, Nick.
Rocky.
It is Rocky.
Yes. Coming from behind.
Good job, buddy. What thin Motorola phone was best-selling clamshell
Nick.
phone of all time?
Oh wait, I didn't. Nick now.
Nick now.
Razor.
It is the Razor.
Oh, I thought it was flip phone. That's what I was like, what? No, that was a flip phone.
It was a flip phone, but it was clamshell. Yeah. It was like that, and then, yeah.
I think they made one that was not a clamshell at some point.
Are you guys
They did,
talking
'cause
about the vagina? Come on,
Yeah.
just say vagina.
The vagina phone. You remember the vagina phone?
They wanted to call them vagina phones, but
And Kunta wouldn't allow. She got lost in
I came up with Dr. Sleep got involved and was like, no, we gotta call them clam phones.
OMG.
It would have been so good.
Last question of the round. Who starred as Ferris Bueller in John Hughes' 1986 teen film Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Nick.
Go for
Why
it,
am I
Nick.
brainstorming? Jesus.
Matthew Broderick.
It is Matthew Broderick.
Woo.
Nick just passed Nico. Snap.
Nice. I got the questions I sent you.
Gave you that Rocky one.
All right, guys, we're gonna go see Nick Enee's video clip. But before we do, if you haven't already, make sure you scroll down, give us a subscribe, like this video, comment below what's your favorite comedian. It's okay, they don't mind. Nick, we're gonna see your comedy clip. Is this one at the Ice House? You're at the Ice House here, yeah?
Yeah, that's at the Ice House.
Ice House here, the world famous Ice House here in Pasadena, California, which is about 10 minutes from my house. I love this place. All right, Nick Enee, without further ado.
Let's just bring it around. Autism, you guys? It's not funny. It's not funny. Autism's not a funny thing. I've been thinking about these anti-vaxxers, right? And like, what's the alternative to get vaccinated? Like, what if we had to get autism to survive? You know, wouldn't that be worth it? Like in the vaccine? I mean, maybe vaccines do cause autism. I don't know, but I'd probably just be autistic then. I don't know, just be good at math. Guys, not big fans of making fun of autistic people here. So these anti-vaxxers, what I really think is they're probably just like super pro-choice, like they're just like really extreme pro-choice, like they're just trying to abort adults, you know. Like, how do you abort a 20-year-old, you know? Like, the measles, right? Enough about autism. I just wanted to bring that up because I hate anti-vaxxers. So I'm from San Bernardino. Any inbred empire people? Inbred empire? Yeah. Woo! So yeah, I was born in Hawaii. I came over to San Bernardino, grew up there. I discovered that now I'm a person of color. I growing up in San Bernardino, I was always just Hispanic, but now I'm a person of color. I'm actually Filipino. Doesn't really make a difference, right? I prefer being a person of color. I got drafted, and I feel like I'm good as a person of color. I have a better group. I'm identifying with this. Like, I don't know if you guys had experiences like this, but like I left my wallet and my phone on a wall out in front of my house, right? And my neighbor said he finds it and he tells me he emails me because he sees the email on my phone, and he's like, "Hey man, I found your phone. Why don't you come pick it up?" So I was like, "Great, this is awesome. Like, I can't wait to pick up my phone." So I go pick up my phone and it's like, "Yeah, here you go. Here's your phone, pal." And I'm like, "Cool. You know, like, thanks a lot." And he was like, "Yeah, maybe you're doing some work or something. I don't know." And I thought about that for a second, and I was like, what kind of work would I be doing on the sidewalk? Like, you know, I usually work out on my laptop. Oh right, you think I'm gardening or? Okay, I got you. So I'm like, yeah, sure. Thanks a lot, man. If you find my leaf blower, just, you know, you got my email. Hey, quick tip, you know, if you didn't realize it, you know, we've just been blowing the same leaves back and forth, you know, like just from me to you, like for like years, we've just been doing that. Just a tip. So, you know, just the white people, you know, it's like a leaf blow. It's like leaf blowing mafia, honestly. We're just blowing it back and forth. For people of color, we got to stick together. Any people of color here? No? Yeah, I like it. Like, people, maybe it means proof of concept. I don't know. I'm going with that. I'm actually Asian, right? I guess Filipino. Some people have said Filipino people are like the black people of Asia. I don't know, like I've described Filipino people as the Mexicans of the sea, you know? Because I like tuna. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is that, like, in order to get more awareness of my, you know, niche, I was thinking that maybe, like, we need our own superhero. Like, the Asian people need a superhero. But, like, it has to have, like, a really racist name, you know? Like, you know, you guys have Black Panther, right? And then, like, white people have, like, White Thor, like, White Iron Man, White Captain America, right? So they don't have to be called white because they're just normal, right? So for the Asian one, like, this is the name I'm going with. I'm going to be calling him the Yellow Chong. So I don't know if you guys are down with the Yellow Chong. But so Yellow Chong's superpower, right, is very appropriate. Like, producers love this guy. He's actually invisible to cameras. He doesn't show up on cameras, right? So he's in the movie the whole time, like he's sneaking around, you know, through the enemy base. But you can't see this guy, right? So he doesn't show up on like the Ring doorbell or anything. He's just not there. I feel that will bring like a lot of awareness to where the fuck I am, you know? I don't even know what I am, honestly. It's crazy. Brazilian? I don't know. I feel like I could rob a bank and they'd be like, I don't know, just let him go, man. I don't know. He's brown, he's beige or something. He's yellow. Get the fuck out of here. Like, what's the next case? Jesus Christ. Just give him the money. Yeah, I've been trying to date. You know. I've been end up dating Russians for some reason. I always end up like matching with Russians, right? And is it good or bad? I think it's awful, right? I feel like, well, I've been talking to these Russian girls, and I finally figured out why I end up matching with them. And Oh, it's because they're racist against different people. They're actually racist against gypsies, and for some reason, I don't look like a gypsy, so I'm happy for that bad. Like, all right, thanks guys. I'm Nick Enee. I think I gotta go.
All right, guys, that was Nick Enee at the Ice House. Great job, buddy. Woo!
Yeah.
And a shout out from Jimmy Sai. He said we need more Asian heroes that don't suck. Your Yellow Chong. I love Yellow Chong. It's one of my favorite things that you do, dude.
They're gonna come out with like an Asian Marvel superhero, and then I'm gonna have to fucking. They're screwing me up, man. It's like, I can't complain about it anymore. They're trying to shut me up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start with you this time, Nick. Serious question time. If you could have any underwater creature, what would you choose and why?
Oh wow, this is a serious question. I'm gonna have to really think about this so I don't get it. I don't want the audience to get the wrong idea about me.
Too late.
Squid, shark, hammerhead shark, turtle.
You know what? I really like octopuses. Yeah, they're my favorite underwater. Like I think they're like really smart, and they're probably aliens, which is.
And
like,
they have 8 arms, not 8 tentacles. I learned that.
Yeah.
My kid schooled me on that one recently. They don't
I
have
think-
tentacles. They have arms.
The arms like have their own brains in them too. Like I think like,
Probably
the
their own
arms-
penises too.
Yeah, that's a trivia question. How many penises
Does
has
it-
an octopus? 9.
9.
Okay, that's my answer then. It's octopus.
Octopus. How about you, Nico?
I was gonna go with octopus, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. What do they make calamari out of?
Squid.
That's what I'm gonna be.
Nice.
Just because I just think I want to end up being something that somebody really someday enjoys, and that's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be a squid.
You know what?
Because I'm hungry and I like calamari.
You know what I've enjoyed out of the ocean? Tiger shark. That was probably one of my favorite things to eat. I had a tiger shark steak when I was younger. I was a kid, and it was delish. It absolutely was delicious. So
Tiger king shark steak.
Tiger king shark, lion shark steak. How about you, Linda?
My favorite underwater creature is a home mortgage when it's underwater. No, well, I have to tell you the story. Just what you want to hear from a geriatric baby boomer. Okay, so I was on a bus and I found this starfish. You guys know what that is?
Yeah.
They still
like
have them.
Patrick. Yeah.
And I loved it. I bonded with it. And it was so special. And they made me throw it out because it started stinking when it was out of the water. So we were looking for a place where I could throw it and it would wind up in the water. And so here comes the bridge. So I'm like 8 years old and I'm going home from the Jewish B'nai B'rith summer camp in Oregon. And here comes the bridge. I threw it and missed going in the water, landed on the bridge. So I think I owe it to
Killed it.
and really traumatized.
Did you said you found it on a bus? Where did you find it?
We were walking on the ocean and I picked up a starfish and thought I'd take it home.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't
I
know
thought
it
it was
was going to
on the
start
bike.
dying, on the bus.
Oh, okay. That's where I got the bus thing. I was like, wait, it was on the bus? No, before you got on the bus. Yeah, on the beach. No, that's awesome. I love starfish. I found a dead starfish that was hard on the beach, and now I have it like in my cabinet. It wasn't a live starfish that I killed. That thing was already dead and like hard and fossilized, and I brought it home, and I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. But they're kind of scary looking to me. Like I always feel like they're gonna sting you or something. Like I don't like touching ocean stuff. I love the ocean, but I feel like half the stuff will sting you or bite you. So I kind of keep my distance from it. If I could own anything, I think it would be a shark. I love fish tanks, And I think I would get a big one and then own a shark, even if it's a little one, just, one that just gets like a foot big or something.
Awesome.
Yeah, look out for the starfishes. Give me a shark.
All right, next round of trivia. Here we go. Your name is your buzzer. Here we go. This fad of the 90s was like a purse carried on your waist.
Niko.
Go for it, Nico.
Fanny pack.
It was a fanny pack, sir. It was a fanny pack. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. All right.
We didn't have one.
I know, right? The Rock had one, obviously. I mean, that dude. That's like a famous photo with him with his black turtleneck. He has like the gold around his neck and a big fanny pack and his blue jeans.
I have a fanny pack right now. Like I wear these things all the time.
Nice. I wear one to work when I am working on film sets. I keep like I could put like 3 tools in the thing, like small tools, and I wear it. Fits perfectly under my shirt and no one knows I have it on.
When I was a kid, I had a military camouflage fanny pack. Like, I don't know.
That's what mine is. It's a camouflage, but it's like gray and white camouflage. It's like the snow camouflage. So I love it.
Yeah.
All right. What kind of animal is Officer Judy Hopps in the 2016 computer animated film Zootopia?
Niko.
Go for it, Nico.
A rabbit.
She's a rabbit. Yes, sir.
Kind of, context.
Kex.
Kinda work.
Oh, with the hops?
That was a great movie. Love that movie.
That was a good
Anyone
movie.
watch that movie? That was really good.
I have kids, so I obviously saw it. I had to see it,
Oh man, I enjoy it.
Can we keep going until I win?
Yes, absolutely. Who wrote the Da Vinci Code?
Oh, Leonardo. Oh, sorry.
It's a good guess. Good guess.
Niko.
Go for it, Nico.
Dan Brown.
It is Dan Brown. Are you Googling?
No, I was just waiting for someone else to answer.
Oh, you don't.
Your fingers do like a little.
I
thing, like,
I know. I see his hands going like this. I'm like,
No, that was
it's
me,
a
like,
really
"Are you
weird
gonna go? Are you
Google.
gonna go?"
you do like a little like this.
On my screen, I'm in the upper right corner. I'm like, hey, you gonna get this? You gonna get this? Come on.
Oh, that's what you're doing. You're pointing at Nick and Linda. Like, are you guys gonna go? Okay. Yes, it is Dan Brown. Good job. I didn't know that when I looked that up. I didn't know that. All right. What type of shirt did Steve Jobs wear?
Nick,
Go for it, Nick.
turtleneck.
It was a mock turtleneck. Yes, sir. Which Norwegian band urged us to take on me in 1985?
Linda.
Go for it, Linda.
Abba.
Close.
Nick,
Go for it, Nick.
aha.
It was Aha. So I'm like, I was like, wait, did you mean to say ABBA? Because ABBA was Norwegian too, weren't they? Yeah, they were. They had a movie come out recently, which I actually really enjoyed, with Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams. They loved ABBA. And
Yeah, what was that movie called? They're like from like Iceland or something.
Yeah.
And they're like
Elf.
Worst pop.
Elf. Elf, the sequel. No, honestly, I watched it. I can't remember the name of it. It was really funny. I really enjoyed it. It was good.
Yeah.
And it's also the name. Their name is also a palindrome, so that's,
Palindromes are
winning.
awesome. Who doesn't like palindromes,
Aha is too, right?
Aha, and that's probably why you remember it, because you have a really good palindrome recall. I've heard about that.
But Aha has a dash in there. So does that still make it a palindrome? Does the dash mess it up?
I don't know. You're a freaking
Can I phone a friend? I don't have a friend.
Do I have any lifelines?
All my friends are here.
It's comments like that dash thing is why no one likes you.
All right.
Let us have it, jeez.
All right, here we go. Next serious question. If you had the opportunity to colonize another planet, but you could possibly die, would you go? And why? Linda.
I'd go to Uranus.
Go to Uranus.
Just because I've been trying to fit that in a sentence somewhere.
You know, it was a funny thing about Uranus. I used to sell real estate, commercial real estate, and I'd be on the phone all day making phone calls, and we would play word game, and that one came up one day, and I had to go first. Like, you have to use, when you're calling, when you get someone on the phone, you have to use Uranus in your conversation. And so I did that. Like, I got into a conversation with someone, and I was like, oh, make sure you check out the stars tonight. And they said, why? And I said, because you can see Mars, Jupiter, and Uranus. And they were like, excuse me? And I was like, yeah, like, go look it up. You can see all these planets tonight. It's really going to be clear out tonight. I totally played it off. And then when I was done, because we're all in cubicles, they came around and they were like, oh my God, you did it. I was so happy. It was a fun word game. If you're like on the phone telemarketing or selling stuff, like that's one, you play word game and try to fit in stupid words into the conversation.
That's the thing about Uranus is it's like it doesn't have a lot of interesting there's nothing interesting about Uranus, you know?
No.
So if someone's bringing
Speak
it up,
for yourself.
It's hot. It's damp. You know, it's one of those planets.
Harry.
It's hairy. Yeah, hairy situation.
that's not good every day.
Yeah, a lot of methane. It stinks. All right. How about you, Nick? Are you gonna stay here, or are you gonna go find another planet?
Oh, I definitely want to go. What? But I can't come back. Is that
You can't come back, and you might die because you're like the first one to go to another
Can
planet.
I force everyone to come with me, or is that not?
No, not gonna force me to go with you.
I'm taking you with me. You drug everyone. Everyone's gonna wake up on the planet with me. I'm gonna be like, aha, we're on my anus.
Aha, palindrome. My anus.
No. Yeah, I would go. Yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's go. I'm ready.
What about you, Nico?
Like, give me a few years, but like eventually, I'll get there.
I'll get there.
Yeah.
I think this. Linda is talking about trying to fit Uranus into stuff, and everyone else is just trying to fit stuff into Uranus. So it's kind of like not exactly a palindrome, but a flippity floppity deal there for sure.
When it's
So
floppy, it's hard to get in there.
my family and I, we would probably get in that phone booth in Nick's picture there, but if it was blue, the TARDIS, we'd get in there and we'd go after Gallifrey. We'd find a planet, we call it Gallifrey, and we would live a very, very long, prosperous life. And maybe some people know what the hell I'm talking about a little bit. And okay, there we go. It's the wrong bit. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. We'd have 2 hearts each, and we'd live for a very, very long time and regenerate at some point.
You know what? I think if everyone on the planet had the opportunity to go, I think most would, and I think I would stay back because our planet would then start cleaning itself and our planet would become beautiful again. I mean, like right when the lockdown happened, you guys remember like the first 2 months, like the air was so clear, especially in all the big cities around they were saying it was like the cleanest it's been in decades just because there was no traffic or anything. Dude, if there was a mass exodus of people off this planet, yeah, I would absolutely stay because our planet's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But if it was like, oh, be the first 10 people to go because, we don't know if it's gonna work out, then I might go. I might just like, all right,
Well, I wouldn't
peace.
want to be like number 8. I'd be like number 700 or not even. Not like an early club.
You gotta wait till the proof of concept happens.
Yeah, and let it work itself out a little bit. Like, way behind.
Maybe that's why they shut down comedy so that there'd be less hot air.
Maybe. Maybe. There's a lot of that.
There's less bad jokes in the world.
All right. We're going to do our next round of trivia just so we have an update. Linda has a solid 3 questions correct.
Woo!
Whoop, whoop. Nick has a solid 6 questions correct. Whoop, whoop. Nico has 7 correct.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's still anyone's game. We still got 10 questions left. Here we go. What was the name of Michael Knight's car in Knight Rider?
Nick.
Go for it, Nick.
Kit.
It was Kit.
All right.
What was the name of the yellow anti-cancer bracelets?
What?
It was a popular thing maybe 10 years ago. What was the name of the yellow anti-cancer bracelets that people wore?
Nico,
Go for it, Nico.
Live Strong.
It was Livestrong.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, remember
I knew
Lance
they were
Armstrong?
connected. I wasn't know that was what they're called.
That
but-
was the Lance Armstrong thing that got real popular.
I was thinking love rap for some reason, but that doesn't sound right.
Love
That's
rap.
a dope question.
Love rap, I think, is a condom.
Is that?
It's like a kit. It's like not made yet. You just wrap it. It's like it's like a little saran wrap thing. You
The
put like
love rap, you have to wrap
use
the
a cutter
song
close.
every time. Yeah. You just get a big like a spool of it, and then you just make your own every time.
You cut
People have
your
odd
finger.
shaped penises. Like,
You can also do circumcision.
Were you saying that's a dope question? Are you hinting at the drugs? I caught that. I caught that. All right. In what 2012 film do we see Major William Cage, played by Tom Cruise, thrown into a time loop, killing the same aliens over and over again?
oh, I love this movie.
I actually enjoyed this film, yes.
Yeah, it's really good. I just can't remember it.
The special effects in this movie was phenomenal. It was really good. It was a 2012 film with Tom Cruise playing Major William Cage. He was in a time loop killing aliens over and over again.
They changed the name of this movie, if I recall correctly. Like,
That I don't know. But it had I'm trying to think of her name. She's really pretty. Credit where credit's deserved. Okay, the answer I'm looking for, I'm just going to throw it out there, is Edge of Tomorrow.
yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. It's a fun one. It's
I'm
definitely...
gonna go watch it right now. I'll see you guys later.
All right, peace.
Isn't that a soap opera?
Could be. Definitely. Could be. All right. What brand of SUV was based on a military vehicle?
Nico,
Go for it, Nico.
Hummer.
It was a Hummer. Ooh, my
How much
pin.
few bars?
What's that?
How much a few bars? I don't know what to say. How many of us were contestants on Meredith Vieira's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Me, one. Were you on it too?
No. I just wanted to mess you up.
Look where it got me. I can't do jack diddly.
You're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I made it into the contestant pool. Now look at me.
Isn't that question just like everybody? I mean, like that's who doesn't
Who doesn't what?
What's that?
want to be a millionaire?
Oh, who? Yeah, I know.
Oh,
That's a great
yeah.
question.
Hey, mo problems, mo
Money, more problems.
I'll take it.
All right. Last question of the round. In 1991, the American TV show Dallas made the headlines. What made it so newsworthy?
Linda,
Go for it, Linda.
who shot JR?
Exactly. And do you know what was so important about that episode?
There was no JR. Don't know.
No, but that was a bit the gist of it, and I'll give you the point. Who shot JR? It was the last episode of the series. It was left with a big cliffhanger, guys.
No.
You guys never heard that? Like, who shot JR? That was a...
That Jose did it.
That was
I
the
think.
show was on for like 13 years. Started I think in 78 and went to 91. Like it was all my aunts watched that show. My mom like everyone was watching that show when I was a kid. And then I heard for many years after, who shot JR? Who shot JR? Yeah, it was like a
Who
thing.
was it?
Uh,
O.J. Simpson?
yeah, probably. Yeah.
Pretty sure
We
that's
haven't figured out who shot Kennedy.
All right, Nico, are you ready to do some comedy? Is that a yes?
That is a yes. That is a mute and a throat clear and a
Nope.
not proper unmute.
It's okay, dude. Throat clear loudly and proudly, brother. Guys, so Niko Lukoff is going to do some live comedy for us. Here he is, without further ado.
So, I got busted in high school for selling weed. Because you're not supposed to do that there.
There.
They really frown upon it, you know? And that was a bummer because I was just trying to turn frowns upside down. Look, I made the same mistake that a lot of passionate people make, and I took my favorite hobby and just ruined it by turning it into a job. Maybe some comedians can relate. This was a job that I obviously wasn't very good at. I mean, I was 15. I tried not to beat myself up too much about it. But it's not like, you know, like went through training or anything. Like went to school for this. Look, I don't know a lot about business. I just knew that I was supposed to buy low and sell high.
Economics.
A little too literally, you know? I was the only Jew in juvenile hall. Like to say, I put the Jew in juvie. And I got out way sooner than I should have. You know, some stereotypes are true beyond my obvious privilege here. My parents hired a really good Jewish lawyer. Yeah, he went up to the judge and he said, let my people go! And they did! They're like, 3 years? Nah. 3 weeks? Mazel tov l'chaim! Yeah, you're free! Woo! Hava, you're free now. Hava, you're free now. So then I got out on probation, which meant I'd take drug tests. Look, I had never, ever in my life been any good at tests. But I was very good at drug. I figured it out. You know, I would still smoke weed because I wasn't going to stop that because that'd be ridiculous. Do some things with my tests that took time to prepare to study to pass when I shouldn't have. And that worked for quite a while, passed way more than I should have. But then the tests, they just did them too frequently, you know? They're more like pot quizzes, if you will. And I just didn't have time to study. So I failed a ton of those. And no matter what they tell you, unfortunately, they did not grade me on a curve. No curve for drug tests, no. Yeah, and I got sent to rehab. Yeah. You know what's weird about going to rehab for weed? Everything. It's like it'd be one thing if this is rehab for weed, like that was a central focus. That's why everyone was here, because then obviously in that case we would, well, smoke a lot of weed in weed hab. But no, this is rehab for people that do all kinds of drugs, crack, cocaine, heroin, meth. Look, no judgment. Everyone's got their challenges in life, but it certainly made me, this entitled Jew from California who got busted for weed, the least popular kid at rehab. So first place I get sent is in the woods of Utah. They have us hiking around, a bunch of delinquent idiots. And at one point, they would take us individually blindfolded, take us to the spot, take off the blindfolds, give you some food and supply, and say, here you go. We'll see you in a couple of days. Solo mission. Like, they left us alone, you know, so you might be thinking, like, Niko, why didn't you just run away? You know, and I really could strongly consider that. But they were actually watching us from a distance, and I knew that. Which is kind of weird, you know, because when I'd smoke weed, sometimes I get real paranoid. But here in rehab for weed, I'm totally clean and sober, and I could be like, there's someone behind the trees. They're watching me right now. I just see it. I know they're moving. And there was. They also took our shoes at night. That slowed me down a little bit, too, I think, from running away. Worst weed I ever smoked was in rehab. Yeah. It was in Western Samoa on the island of Upolu. That was 5,000 miles southwest of my hometown of San Jose, California, because that's a reasonable distance to travel for therapy. This weed was so bad, this kid snuck it in an old potato chip bag, and the weed just tasted horrible. I smoked like 4 bowls of it, and somehow our macaroni and cheese we had for dinner tasted horrible. Like, that should never happen after smoking a bunch of weed. So I had the audacity to complain to this guy who snuck this in and shared it with me. Snuck it in and shared it with me. I complained to him about how bad this weed was, which certainly helped reinforce me. This entitled Jew from California who got busted for weed, being the least popular kid in rehab. Thank you so much for letting me do a little bit of time here, and woohoo! Yeah.
Woo! Niko Lukoff.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy. That's a fun set, dude.
Love it.
Anytime we could talk about weed, it's always a good time.
Egypt for rehab? What the fuck?
Yeah.
To Samoa?
Yeah. I was in the woods in Utah. I was in Samoa. I was in the cellular program in Oregon. We got a longer set.
Are you sure you didn't join like some sort of foreign military service or something?
That would actually explain a couple of things.
That was the that was the parents who have money get my kids the fuck out of here treatment is what that was.
You are correct, my friend. You are very
Get
correct.
the fuck out.
Nail, bam. They got manipulated a bit by some people that were like commissioned salespeople, essentially, to like get you to like send your kid here and then here and then here.
So do you have an
This,
aversion
and,
to
like no one wants this, so here we are.
Nico? Do you have an aversion to the Samoan Girl Scout cookies?
I am like every human in the world, and absolutely not. I want all of them. They're fantastic. They didn't have those in Samoa though. That's weird.
Why do they call them Samoas?
I thought it was like a euphemism for something, like a Samoan Girl Scout cookie. It's like a Samoan Girl Scout
They're
cookie.
brown with coconuts on them,
Like a pedophile thing, like a.
I thought it was a really bad pun, like I'll have Samoa.
Samoa.
Samoan. Give me Samoan of that.
Give me
I
some
don't know
of
the
those.
answer, but I know none of those are the answer. I know that.
Some of those.
Samoan.
Speaking of food, next serious question with you, Nico. What's the best dish that you can cook?
Oh, Nikes. I don't know. I really like curing brisket and smoking it, so like homemade pastrami.
Nice, dude.
I like doing lots of stuff like that. But
Now, do you smoke on like a Weber kettle, or do you got something bigger like a Traeger? Like, what are you using?
Yeah, use a pellet grill. You set it and get the credit.
Set it, get the credit.
Yeah. So I'll cure it with a bunch of salt.
Dude,
and put on there.
I'm from Texas, man. There's a lot of people out there says that's not really smoking. You gotta not put in any work. That does all the work for you.
I figured it out.
You got this. Does your thing have like an app that connects to your phone, like, or you have an app on your phone and?
So I'm gonna say technically yes, but I haven't. So like that was one reason I got. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Then I haven't used it because I just know I know how to turn a fucking press. It's like I can press buttons till it gets to a number and leave and come back. Like,
Yeah.
that's not that hard. I don't need an app to be like, oh. But I
Your
come
pellets
back-
are down to 30%.
Yeah.
Might need to refill it.
No,
I
go by instinct on my digitally controlled
I
smoker.
I asked because I love barbecue. I'm a Texas boy. I'm originally from Houston. My whole family down there, they're all like really big at like smoking foods and stuff like that. And I've recently been smoking more. I got a Weber kettle. My cousin sold me over the summer. I was in Texas, and he's like, "You got to get a Weber kettle." So I got one, and I've been smoking ribs and smoking chicken, and I love it, dude. It works really good. But it seems it's only like 22 inches. So I don't know if it's big enough to really do a brisket. I might be able to do like a 4-pound brisket or something, but
Or just chop it into pieces and.
yeah, just do smaller pieces. But I love smoking food, man. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely. Are you in LA?
No, I'm in Nampa, Idaho, near
Ah,
Boise.
Okay, well
Just a little ways
that
away.
sucks. You know what? If I hit a comedy club out that way, then you'll have to smoke something before I come up.
We will all the above.
I'm
A couple of things.
Absolutely. How about you, Linda? Best dish you can cook?
Well, let me just preface this like a good baby boomer. I keep a kosher kitchen. Do you, Nico?
I do not. No, I was raised in a Jewish household. But I don't carry that around.
Keep going. You're just gonna make my joke funnier.
Oh.
You sinner.
Well.
I keep a kosher kitchen. I stay the hell out. Stays kosher. I hate cooking.
So
What
do
was the
you?
question?
You do a lot of like Grubhub and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can cook, but like I can't retain the information. I have an aversion to it, and so I have to literally sit there with the iPhone in one hand, Googling a recipe, and I read between the lines. By the time one time I made noodles Romanoff, and I left out the meatballs. It was just sauce and noodles. I'm like, I know something's wrong. I can't figure it out. It's like, you don't want me in the kitchen, really. I cook in the bedroom, not the kitchen.
Ooh.
That works for a lot of people. You just have to have that person, cook for you. So that's where my wife lucked out. My wife does not cook. I'm the cook in the family. But I think I probably cook like 60, 70% of the time. Other than that, we're always eating out or something. But I cook often. I cook probably 4 nights a week, 5 nights a week. But
what's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish, my wife's Filipino. I cook chicken adobo, which is a Filipino dish,
shit.
and I cook it better than my Filipino wife. So she might argue she does it better, but she doesn't. I do. But she's a baker. She likes baking. She likes baking stuff, cakes, cookies.
That's fun.
Yeah, I don't, because it's very baking. There's no room for error. It's like you have to.
It's science. You
you have to like make sure that all the measurements are exactly that. And she loves that. I don't. Like when I cook, I throw spices in, I taste it, and I'm like, okay, it needs a little more salt or it needs more garlic. That's how I cook. I'll read a recipe. This sounds amazing, but I don't like chili powder.
That's how I have sex.
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna figure out the basic mechanics.
Look,
and
this is the basics. We'll figure it out from here. We'll add in some of the me on top, you on top. Yeah. Well, in the kitchen, in the bedroom, wherever. You know what I mean? That's an awesome answer.
Go visit Linda.
Hey Chris, you're gonna have to teach me how to make some of the chicken adobo.
Yeah, to my Filipino brother right here.
Like, I'm half Filipino, but I don't know any. I was raised white, I guess.
You're a coconut. That's what my wife calls herself, a coconut.
And if I knew how to make like a Filipino dish, everybody like, oh, that's really Filipino, but they wouldn't know I learned it from my white friend.
Dude, but that's funny. You go tell everyone.
My friend Chris Kidder taught me how to cook Filipino.
You're like, yes, this is my heritage. This is my heritage dish. I got it from Chris Kidder.
Nick, when the whole lockdown's done, that's a deal, dude. You can come over to my house and I'll show you how to make it. It's actually really simple. I love it.
Family recipe.
Yeah. Well, first you got to have it and then see if you like it. But I'm sure you'll like it.
Yeah.
How about you, Nick? What can you cook? Do you like cooking? What do you cook?
Like lately I've been improvising a little bit. Like the package says only 1 frozen burrito at a time, but I'll put like 2 in the same microwave.
But how long do you put it in for?
I feel like that's sort of like, Master Chef sort of thing where I'm just figuring things out. Like it'll say 1 minute, but when I put in 2, I'll do like 2.5 and then flip them over and then like do another 2 and it's just perfect.
It's funny that you said improvise because it's like it calls for 2 and you're like, yes, and 2 more.
Yes.
They'll tell you, oh, put it in 1 minute, flip it over for like 1 burrito. And then I'm like, if I do that for 2 burritos, and I do the same thing, I find out that's not enough.
Yeah.
I gotta add 30 seconds on the top half,
Have you ever made a burrito? Have you ever made a burrito explode?
I made one like
before eating it.
Yeah, I haven't made one hemorrhage though. Just like
this is so like my sex life.
Speaking of her sex life, have you ever
explode before?
What's
People
that?
Yelling dumb shit.
Like, that's how my kids were born.
In the microwave.
Didn't abort.
This explains his autism jokes.
Ah.
I know. I went there.
Nick, are you doing the power level on high, or are you like modifying the power level through this process?
Oh, I mean, I'm not like freaking Paris, master level like that. I'm just like an ordinary guy. But
Nick, that can be your new YouTube channel, like Master Microwave Chef. And like everything you do is microwave. Like everything. You do fine cuisine, everything's microwave. That would be a funny comedy channel, but something people I think would love. I don't think that exists.
Well, I don't know.
No, I'm sure there's things where they show you how to do something in a microwave, but I'm talking about a channel that's just dedicated to everything microwave.
Yeah,
Everything
maybe.
microwave.
Sponsors, they'll send you stuff to like throw in the microwave,
Yeah, you'll get like 10 free microwaves from like all these different companies.
and you'll need them because they'll leave forks in them and shit.
All right, you convinced me. I'll put everything in the damn microwave. I'll dry my clothes in there.
Telling you, dude. This is
Like
how
a
you
brisket.
this is how you dry clean your clothes in a microwave.
It's how you smoke a brisket for real.
That's how you smoke a brisket. Got it? You put
In
in
the microwave.
you put in 2 pieces of wet mesquite. Put in your brisket for 47 minutes
And a
on
piece of foil so it catches fire.
on low. Yeah, you got to put it on low -3.
Low and slow. Low and slow.
Oil, pop your phone in the microwave.
I bet you can't say something with turducken in it.
I can't say something with turducken in it.
Yeah, it's like Chris Kidder's challenge at work when he was telemarketing. Say a sentence using turducken in this scenario.
I'll put Uranus in it. I'll put a turducken in your Uranus,
In
and then
Uranus.
pop it into that microwave and make it.
Is that where they shove the chicken and the pig and then put the pig and the cow and the elephant and then they
Uranus.
cook it
Yeah.
in Uranus
Octopus.
with octopus. All right, guys, we're going into our final round of trivia. Final round of trivia. This is going to be fun. Here we go. Who was the San Francisco 49ers quarterback who had the highest passer rating in the NFC 5 times in the 80s?
Nico.
Linda.
Linda, go for it.
Yeah, his name Steve Young.
No, not Steve Young.
Nico.
Go for it, Nico.
Joe Montana.
It was Joe Montana. Yep.
Nice.
Is that Montana? Is that what you said?
Every time I hear Montana, I think of Montana because of the movie The Water Boy. One of the.
Did you know that's why Oliver Stone came up with the name for Scarface, Tony Montana, because he liked Joe Montana.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what it's from.
There's the one that I just say Montana because of the dude in The Water Boy. It's like
I like talking about like D'Artagnan, like he's a musketeer.
Musketeer, D'Artagnan.
The musketeer who ran the most touchdowns in 1988.
I love the Three Musketeers. The one with Charlie Sheen.
That was fun.
Yeah, that's a good movie. All right, what was the name of Al Gore's climate change documentary?
Nico.
Go for it, Nico.
An Unfortunate Truth?
No, you're
no,
close.
shit. Inconvenient Truth.
An Inconvenient Truth.
Sorry.
Is that okay? Where's the buzzer? I challenge that.
I thought it was Some Like It Hot.
I challenge.
What do you challenge?
I'm challenging.
Why?
I gave 2 guesses.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
No, I was wrong. Like, I shouldn't have gotten that. I don't know. I just spit it out.
I mean, I did shake the challenge thing. Okay.
The science is in, Nick. The science is in.
The science. All right.
You know what? Al Gore's a good guy, so I'm okay with it.
I've never seen that documentary. Is it good?
It's inconvenient, but it's pretty good. Yeah.
Womp womp. All right, next question. Who became the most muscular governor in California history?
Oh, Nick.
Go for it, Nick.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It was the Schwarzenegger.
Linda, you gotta say your name. Your hand just.
She said it, but it was I heard her name after Nick.
You're right, though. I do the hand thing. What I do in the bedroom, too.
Is it my turn yet?
Oh my God.
Wake up!
I love it.
Can I get choked now, please?
Okay. No.
All right. What lifestyle expert was convicted of insider trading?
Nico.
Go for it, Nico.
Martha Stewart.
It was Martha Stewart. And this last question for 2 points. Which Nintendo arcade game, first released in 1981, featured the first appearance of Mario?
Nick,
Go for it, Nick.
Donkey Kong?
It was Donkey Kong.
Woo!
Nice
Wow.
job.
How
I
old were you? How old were you, Nick, when this happened?
81.
80.
You were 1, huh?
Yeah,
Nice.
Kicking around.
Nick,
Child
great.
prodigy.
Nick, great job. Next serious question. Worst advice you were ever given?
Just be yourself.
This be your horrible advice.
Like, you cannot date or anything. Oh, just be yourself. It is the worst. I don't even need to tell you why.
If you guys haven't seen Nick go do stand-up, you have to go watch him. His humor is awkward and honest and amazing. I love it. Niko, how about you, brother?
Just tell us the truth. We won't kick you out of school and send you to juvenile hall and send your world in a different direction.
But dude, honestly, like, did you not enjoy Samoa?
Oh, there are aspects of it that were amazing, but a lot of the stuff that I'll talk about in stand-up, which isn't funny but scary,
Yeah.
which I'll find a way to make it funny. There are some things that were definitely not good, but I got to no longer be at my house, and that was a positive.
I was gonna say there's got to be a silver lining to
And
getting
now
out.
I've got a set that I get to do that no one else. That's my set. Like,
Yeah.
I got a fun story and found the funny in it.
Yeah.
I'll keep finding.
Still there? I mean, whatever happened to that?
What's that?
Did you ever get out of Samoa, or are you like you ended up back here, right?
I'm still in Samoa,
Like,
right?
you pull that sheet down.
It's a jungle behind him.
Like,
It's the hut.
That would explain the fly flying around his studio.
Oh my god, this is driving me fucking crazy.
Trust me, we see it.
Yeah, everyone sees. I'm like,
Dude, I'm not. Dude, when you were doing your set, I was like, I'm gonna die if a fly flies in your mouth, bro.
I would have totally gone with it. Like, I was like, and the whole show before that, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna do my little like face touch thing, but there's gonna be a fly also.
were you at the Federal Bar? Did you do the Federal Bar show?
Me?
Niko, yeah.
No, I mean, I did like 30 open mics before the pandemic, and now I've done like a few hundred just Zoom open mic showy stuff. This has been most of my things. To answer your question, no, but I used that opportunity to sneak in some more details.
Nice. Well, everything's gonna open back up. It'll be cool.
We'll be back at it soon enough. How about you, Linda? Worst advice ever given?
Well, let me just preface it. Just kidding.
Was it in the bedroom?
Serious.
Did
The
This will
worst
hit Uranus. What?
I so deserve these comments. Keep them coming.
getting choked involved like something?
Yes. The worst thing that's ever been told to me is that don't be so sensitive. You're too sensitive. How can you be too much yourself? I'm killing it being sensitive.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? And this is like a superpower. Like, I know what people are thinking. Like, that's the stupidest thing you can tell people. Would people say that if you were clairvoyant? Don't be so sensitive. I think it's the dumbest thing you can say to a kid.
Yeah. I think
Shut up.
my worst advice was me basically around the lines of like, don't be you. Like, you need to, like, I come across as very abrasive to people and very honest, and I've been told to like tone it down, and I refuse to do that. Like, that's not being real with me. I'm a very blunt, honest person. Not to the point of being like, oh, your baby's ugly if I think your baby's ugly. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that. Hey, there's ugly babies out there. There is.
They all look like
I dated a girl when I was
Eisenhower.
younger who literally pointed at someone's baby and said, "Oh my God, that baby's ugly," like 5 feet from the mom. So, and maybe that's where I got some of it, but I won't do that. Like, I'm not that far. That's really mean. I'm not like
And you
that.
still cook for her?
Babe.
So Chris should have been himself, and Nick shouldn't be himself. That's what I'm hearing, and that all tracks. Like, that all makes sense from what I've experienced today.
Yeah. I'm not a pleasant person to be around.
Guys, if you notice on the side of the screen, we have our Instagram tags to all my guests. Please make sure you go show them some love. It's on that, yeah, the other side. Yeah, go show them some love. And I will have links to all their other social media sites in the descriptions below. So please go check them out. Linda, real serious question. What inspired you to do comedy? Like, what got you into comedy?
March 13, 2014. I raised a daughter, and I was a single mom, and I overdid it. I was so perfect. I spoiled her to death. And so she didn't want to talk to me anymore. And I said, I refuse to die. I think it's a great time to start doing comedy. And I haven't stopped.
That's awesome. I love that.
Thank you.
How about you, Nick? What inspired you to get into comedy, bro?
I like to say I have a lot of like really unpopular opinions that people like really hate. You know, I just got tired of being your ordinary internet troll and just decided to like troll in real life. So now I troll on the stage. I say the same things I would be online. I'll tell you, man. People think I'm trolling. They're my real opinions. People are like, you just want to start trolling. I'm like, no, I actually think that's how fucked up I am. So I just thought I would say them in public and then, you know, get the attention. Just give it to me.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar in my bedroom.
And he does a great job at it. How about you, Nico?
I should know this answer to this question like really quickly. And so my first open 20 minutes later, my first open mic set, I was trying to tell the story I was trying to tell tonight, but I hadn't figured out all the funny in it. I just felt like there's bizarre, weird shit in my weird life that I think would be fun to say on stage, and I'm egotistical enough to think that people want to pay attention to it. And I like just clever, punny, fun shit. And it was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it if someone will let me do it. And I did a mic, and I couldn't imagine going more than a couple of days without a set right now. Like, I'd just go crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say, like, I got into comedy at the beginning of COVID so I can escape my kids for a couple hours doing Zoom shows. But no, that's not true. I got into comedy a couple of years ago because a few years ago I had an anger management issue. I think Nick's heard this before. I was in a drive-thru at a Starbucks, and my petty ass got out of the car and confronted someone who cut me in line in the drive-thru. And I ripped her windshield wiper blade off her car, basically her Mercedes G-Wagon. And
then you killed her, right? Is that...
Yeah, I wanted to stab her in the heart, but I didn't.
That was his weapon in Hunger Games.
Yeah,
so.
a windshield wiper blade. It's super embarrassing, but you know what? Like, you know, after spending $6,000 on a cup of coffee and 26 hours of court-ordered anger management, my wife said I needed therapy or go do stand-up, and so I landed up, you know, doing stand-up on stage, and it's fun. And I hear a lot of comedians, you know, talk about, oh, you know, when I was 5, I watched Eddie Murphy and I loved him, and that's what, you know, that's great. It's a great story, but that's not mine. I mean, mine is because I have fucked up anger management issues.
So your wife ordered it, but the court didn't make you do stand-up?
No, my wife ordered anger management. Court said go do stand-up. Yep.
I want to see that, dog. That's so great. It's like, I'm official.
Niko, where can people find you on social media, bro?
Just at my name, at Niko Lukoff. You know, the normal spelling of Niko Lukoff that everybody memorized.
Yep.
And if you're a comedian or just a very a fan of comedy and thinking of doing stuff on the interwebs, join my Facebook group, Displaced Comedians. We got several thousand members and a ton of I want to give a shout out to like all the amazing hosts and producers of mics and shows like this, and like people who are just putting the hard work into like having a place for people to tell jokes. And I got a spreadsheet there you can look at and see,
yep,
you know, a bunch of opportunities a day to see. But I'm just directing traffic there, and I really appreciate being a part of it.
Yeah, I'm a part of that group, dude, and I'm a part of a lot of comedy groups, and that one is probably one of the most active with positive people, like people positively doing stuff, because you got the LA comedy scene. I mean, that one has a lot of good stuff, but it has a lot of bad stuff. But maybe because it just has so many more people, so you get you get the trolls and you get the people on there who probably shouldn't be in there. There's people in there who aren't even comics, talking trash. So, but no, I really, really like that group, and I'll put a link in the description for that. How about you, Linda? Where can people find you? Social media?
Well, I'm on Comic Spot on Spotify. COMICS_spot. Interviewing comedians from Sinbad down to open micers, and 507 of them. And also it's on YouTube under comedian Linda Marcus Smith. That's pretty good. That you can find me in those places. That would help.
Awesome. Yeah, and I will put the link to the to all the interviews and stuff like that. So I'll definitely have that in the description below. How about you, Nick? Where can people find you, bro?
Just Instagram, Nick Enee, NICKENEE. And then I have a YouTube channel, but it doesn't have much there yet. But I'll be working on it next year, building it up. So.
Yeah. Is it much for us to put on there right now, dude? There just hasn't been any stage time. Have any of you guys been getting back out there? Or are you just doing virtual shows right now? Like, what are you guys doing?
I've just been doing Zooms and, well, mostly Zoom, different virtual formats. Yeah, virtual stuff.
Okay.
I did a show down in Boulder City about a month ago.
Nice.
Nobody was wearing masks, and it freaked me out. I was so scared I was going to get COVID. I said, screw it, I'm staying in.
I've been doing a lot of like virtual reality poker, and I just crack jokes in there, and everyone's like, why don't you shut the fuck up?
Whoa. So are you typing or are you talking? Like speaking?
I'm talking. I'm just doing my routine. They're like, just play poker, dude. I'm like, no, dude. I'm doing comedy right
I'm
now.
doing comedy. If you don't like it, get off the table.
I know. I've seen people do that like on like different video games, like chatting things. That's awesome that you can just do that because like that's audience, dude. That's audience.
You know, I'm doing all my comedy on like Halo, Grand Theft Auto.
Cracking. I've cracked some jokes and got some followers off of World of Warcraft.
That's awesome. There's some credits right there. International credits.
That's awesome.
This 12-year-old thought I was funny.
If it's got a mic, I'm there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Use TikTok. Get some people in TikTok.
I saw some people doing like some open mics on Animal Crossing. Like they'll do like.
Kidding?
Someone made a comedy club on Animal Crossing and was like, sign up for my open mic. I don't know how it went. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
But...
Oh my God, that's funny, dude.
That's hilarious.
All right, guys. So time for the score. All right, Linda, you got 4 correct answers. So good job. 4 is better than 0. I have had people get 0 before.
Name the names.
No, I go back and watch the episodes. Nick. All right. Nick got a solid 10 questions correct.
Wow.
So great job, dude. That's a really good job. Niko, 12. He is our winner for tonight. Niko Lukoff with the win, 12 correct. But overall, I mean, let's see. That's 26 correct questions. That is a tie with last week, which is really good. Like 26 out of 30 questions is solid. I've had the worst week, I think, was 6 out of 30. And yeah, well, guess what? That was my bad because I went with a theme, and that theme was U.S. and world geography. And I know. It's like what's the longest river in Africa? You know what I mean? It was like it was just ridiculous questions, and they actually were getting mad at me, and so that made me rethink the trivia. And I'm like, okay, well maybe I just make it fun pop culture every week, and just like find new movie and music. And
6 sounds impressive based on that. That's pretty good.
You have to get some prizes if you want people to like play at that level. You know what I mean?
I know.
I think that you should have a round where you ask question, and which one of us comes up with the funniest wrong answer.
Oh, I figured that's what was gonna happen at some point too.
I mean, that's not what we were doing.
That's what Nick was doing for sure.
Well, look, you guys did great. I just want to give a shout out to Brandon Taylor, Norman Laser, Jimmy Sai, Coder 1R. I see you, buddy. He said Nick is crazy and funny as fuck. if we ever have parties again, you should make sure he's at yours. Okay, he will be at mine, I'm sure. Charles Dallow, what's up? He say, yo, yo. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I absolutely appreciate it. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're here every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's Nick Enee, Niko Lukoff, Linda Marcus Smith. I'm your host, Chris Kidder. Thank you, guys. Keep creating, keep smiling. For God's sakes, keep laughing. All right, guys. Love you.
Love you.
Thanks, everybody.
He did this.
Sweet dance. Sweet dance. Sweet dance.